What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Happy New Year in advance. I want to close out 2022 with a long, heartfelt message. This is probably going to be the most important thing I said all year, or even in the 15 years I've ever been on social media. And I think that it's probably going to be the best investment of a little bit of your life to listen to this video through, because I was gifted something amazing. And it's something that everybody can be gifted with. It's something that I do for a living, mentor people to be able to achieve this. And I hope for all of you to be able to find it within yourselves. So to start it off, to explain to you what that gift is, I'm very transparent about my life on here. That's the only way I can show conviction and show the proof in the pudding of the processes that I try to teach and the strategies. And through all my adversities of my past, the crazy fun adventures that any guy has lived or would want to live and wishes to live, did all of that, made it through that. But through the hard times, okay, through the hard times, the street life and the violence that came along with that, the pain that came along with that, the penitentiary, that was tough. In and out of prisons, 9 prisons. That was brutal. The deaths, my friends, my loved ones, the suicides, you know, my best friend, my stepbrother, my father committing suicide while my mother was in a coma. That was tough. The economic crises that come along every 4 or 5 years. Anybody who's grown adult knows they're going to come. The injuries, 23 major surgeries. My body's covered in holes, and there's stuff sewn together, bolted together, snapped together, some pieces still hanging off. The addiction, years of substance abuse and seeking that as a way out. At some point, I came to a realization that the choices I was making were pretty fucking stupid. The risk-reward ratio was not worthy. So I gave up the excuses and I looked myself in the mirror and said, that's it. No more bullshitting. We got change. We're gonna do everything the opposite way. And we're gonna hit some non-negotiables, and we're not gonna stop them. We're not gonna quit them no matter what. Now, when I made this transition, in the back of my mind, I had this fallacy of this bubble, of this idea of life that 95% of you have, no matter how smart, how wise, how well-versed or well-traveled you are. And I believed that if I did enough of this, and this was multiple things, if I did enough of this, that I would finally have peace. There'd be no more problems, no more obstacles, no more tragedies, no drama to face, and I could just finally live my life. I was like, all right, if I take the straight and narrow and do everything harder than everybody else does, then I'm gonna reach this state of bliss and peace and just live my life. And I did everything. 20-hour days, cardio twice a day, never skipped on my diet, didn't drink, didn't party, didn't waste money, didn't waste time, gave up all the dumb shit hobbies. I stopped watching TV in 2008. I stopped playing the video game last time, I think was like 2010. Sports, watching my sports teams, gave that up in like 11, 12, even UFC. You know, even though I had an MMA academy and it was my profession, I didn't watch it. I didn't follow it. So I gave up everything and said, all right, I'm going to go 10 times harder than everybody else and I'm going to get peace. Well, guess what? I didn't get peace. There were still problems. Economy still crashed. People still had drama. Family members still died. People still got sick. I still got injuries. And I still got the headaches of life. And I realized, though, that when the same things happened over and over again, there were different outcomes. Every single time an obstacle came, a tragedy came, a problem came, I came out the other side a winner. I came out stronger. I came out wiser. I came out healthier. I came out wealthier. I came out more confident. And I came out more competent on the other end. Because by default, in the transition of making those changes in my life and living those non-negotiable ways, I built the person inside me that could have peace and calmness inside of the chaos in that storm. So I realized that that was the gift. I realized that you can't erase these things from life, and everything is supposed to be ups and downs, that's out of your control. If you're causing it yourself, you want to fix those downs. But then I could truly feel and express and have gratitude from a selfless perception, not a selfish, not about me anymore. It's about everybody around me, because I can't feel success and I can't feel reward without discipline, without sacrifice, without learning to go without. And I can't feel love and I can't feel contentness or peace if I've never felt alone, if I've never felt despair, if I've never felt pain. And I can't feel the pleasures in life if I haven't felt the hard things in life. And that's what makes these things so much better. And that's the journey in life that I think too many people believe that they can fix this situation where they're never going to have to face these issues, or that they can play it safe, not take risks, do the minimal to get by, to settle, and hope that nothing bothers them. And then you're just existing. You're not living. You're not growing. You're not evolving. You're not participating. And you miss out on so much value that you can bring to your world and to the people that you care about around you. Because sitting back and playing it safe, you're just going to be sitting there watching that screen on your phone saying, I wish I could do that, have that, be there, become this, try that. So in the process of this journey, by working on my self-awareness, my self-growth, investing into myself, sticking to these non-negotiables, I found enlightenment that I've spoken about lately. I found peace because I started living in a true conscious state. My actions and my thoughts were aligned. I knew that I controlled myself. I knew that the strength that I needed was within me, not outside. The answers that I needed were within me, not seek through anything else in life. Because I had built the confidence, I had built the consistency through these situations to be able to come out on top at the end. And it starts small and you work your way up higher and higher and higher. And through that process, living selflessly and doing my best version to hope for a better version around me, which means everybody that's involved, I received abundance. I received abundance. Peace, though, is on top of that. Everything else is a byproduct. That's why I always say the trip, the journey was never about the abs. When I was sticking to it and not quitting, people were saying, all he cares about is, it was this that I care about. It was not losing to this. It's remembering where I was in those places when my back was against the wall. Because that, to me, is the most sincere, unbiased opinion and truth of who we are. Is when your back's against the wall, when the sun's shining, there's some money in the bank, your day's going good, you're nice, you're polite, you open doors, you help people out. When shit hits the fan, who are you? Who was I? That's what I was working on. That when shit was not the way I liked it, what I would do, what I would say, what I would act out on, what I would quit on. And through that and changing those behaviors, I received abundance. And everything outside of that is a byproduct. Living in a $2 million+ house is fucking awesome. We have a summer home on an island in the middle of the Mediterranean, which is fucking awesome. We've got properties, we've got other places, we've got driveway and garage full of cars. We got to argue about which one's parking where and pulling it out and moving it. And that's awesome. And the clothes and the trips and working for myself and time off and all the experiences and all that shit is awesome. But I would never, ever, ever, ever trade it for this piece. Ever. You could offer me 10 times more of the material stuff and the opportunities tomorrow, but I trade my peace for it, and I would say no. I would rather start tomorrow with nothing from scratch. I'd rather pick up trash, wash cars, bang nails, and build houses from scratch, from the beginning, like the day I came out of the penitentiary, and have peace than have everything else and be self-sabotaging, be my own monster, be the reason why I get in my own way and everybody else is around me. So I want you guys to receive that. I think that everything in life falls under the umbrella, like I said before, under your health, your fitness, your finances, your mental state, your family, your relationships. That's the only thing that bothers everybody. And if you work on yourself and being your best version in the worst situations, you're always going to be on top. You're always going to be succeeding, and you only get better, and the abundance only gets better. I wish for all you guys to get that. I want you guys to have that in your insight, in the back of your mind, amongst all the bullshit and diarrhea you're going to see out there, people preaching to you and trying to sell you and try to convince you of is good or not good. You can pick your good. You can pick your not good. You can pick your goals. You can pick your non-negotiables. You can make your boundaries of what you allow in and what you don't allow in life. But peace, true peace, I think everybody wants that. Everybody seeks that in one form or another. So that's my message, is that if I achieved it with all those obstacles in front of me and with less behind me than all you guys have, because I lost all those things. I lost all those people. I didn't have those opportunities and don't have them now. I think you can do amazing. I can think you can smash 2023 and have a fucking wicked 2024. And 2025, you'll look back 20 months and say, I can't even believe I was living that life, because all I had to do was this, and stick to this. And now I have this, and it only gets better from there. And that's my message. Peace to you guys. Take care of yourself. Make use of your time.